I'm Nina. Welcome to my studio.
The purpose of this video is to introduce you to my customized nippers. Here are some examples of nippers that my students have brought in. I must say these are a motley group. As you can see by this nipper here, this is a nipper that you would standardly that you would get at a box store. You can see how wide this handle stays. You can see how tight these blades are. Now, until you start using nippers, you won't understand exactly what I'm saying, but suffice it to say, these are very difficult nippers to use. This tightness doesn't allow you to control your cut. It doesn't even have a spring, and as you can see, it closes all the way. What happens when you use this nipper, you end up mashing your tile rather than cutting it. This is another tile nipper that you can get at a store. As you can see, again, you have the issue with the wide stance that you have to hold it, and then it closes extremely tight. Again, you will not have control over them. You're cutting. These are nippers that I use here at the shop. As you can see by the space, they're designed for my use. It gives you enough space here that you can control your cutting. It's not mashing the tile. It doesn't put as much pressure. What happens with these other nippers is you put so much pressure on the tile that you lose control and your hand pops away from what you're doing. These nippers, you have full control, easy to cut, very soft. They're very light. As you can see, your hand doesn't have to be in a constantly wide position. You hold it back here. They're designed to be held back here, and you can see they're very comfortable. This is the traditional nipper that we use in the class. I have other nippers that you matriculate through my classes. These are a tight nipper, just like the ones that I showed you before. However, again, you have the lightness, you have the smaller spring, and these are for detail. This is when you're doing design work and you need to just make some subtle curves, subtle cuts. That's what these are used for. Now we're going to go to the glass nippers. These wheel nippers, many of you have seen this before. These nippers traditionally are used with glass. The reason that you have these wheels is that you want as little of the blade to touch the glass, because glass holds more stress, and if I were to use one of these other nippers that I showed you previously, it would absolutely smash the glass. So with a glass nipper, intentionally you have very little blade touching the glass so it doesn't smash it. These are another type of glass nippers. These are ones that I've designed. As you can see by the curve of the blade, this allows me to get a little bit of a straighter cut, but it still doesn't put that much pressure. The only part that the glass is really touching is this mid section right here. Finally, the last tool that I typically use, I do use saws on occasion, but usually I rely on this tool. This is my glass cutter or tile cutter right here, and this is the breaker. So I just run this on a piece of tile, put the where the cut is, put it right in here, and pop it, and I get a really nice straight cut. This I use infrequently if I have very specific rectangle sizes that I need. Other than that, I rely on the nippers that I showed you. My traditional nippers, the 1/8, these are tight, and my glass nippers.